So, so glad to see you today in person. I see a lot of faces that I know before. I met before in person, but also some of you I met online and in our summits that we conducted during coronavirus. This is our visit, our first visit to Tanzania after Corona pandemic finished, thanks God. And also our first visit to Africa in 2023. And I'm so happy that Professor Frank Stangenberg-Haverkamp, the chairman of Merck Foundation Board of Trustees and the founder of Merck Foundation is here with us today. And I'm happy to welcome Tanzania, Merck Foundation Tanzania alumni and the winners of Merck Foundation Media Recognition Awards that we are going to facilitate today and celebrate. The MC today said that we established in 2017. Yes, it's correct. But our efforts and our development programs started in 2012. We actually last year celebrated the 10 years anniversary of our programs and fifth anniversary of Merck Foundation. And of course, you know the story, of course. Till today, I'm very proud to share with you that we provided more than 1,500 scholarships in medical specialties in more than 36 medical specialties that critical and underserved. Out of which a good number in Tanzania, which Dr. Frank will brief you about. But of course, we are looking forward to scale this up in Tanzania. And we are really ready for our long-term commitment that we are going to share tomorrow with the Minister of Health of Tanzania and the Minister of Gender, because also we want to focus on women and empowering women in STEM. But also we are going to share very soon during our meeting and my second meeting with Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu, the President of Tanzania. So I'm really looking forward to this meeting and we are going to meet her with Professor Frank Stangenberg-Haverkamp soon. We also today, we don't forget that we are going to celebrate the winners of Media Recognition Award. As you know, we have 2 Media Recognition Awards. More Than a Mother and Healthy Lifestyle, which promote diabetes and hypertension. So please, the media representative that even winning with us today, don't forget to apply to 2023 version of these awards, because we want to continue our championship, continue our advocacy, continue saying no to infertility stigma, continue saying yes for girls' education, ending child marriage, no to FGM, no to GBV, gender-based violence. We want to promote healthy lifestyle. We want to prevent diabetes, prevent hypertension. We want to exercise regularly and eat healthy and exercise and stop smoking, limit alcohol intake, and stop sugar as we can, limit salt. So all these things, please put it in your mind, because you're going to hear it in also the training that we are going to provide after our ceremony by our alumni and our doctors who will give you scientific facts about these. And all the media, please partner with our alumni to be able to champion these causes together and to create a culture shift, to break the stigma, to break the silence, to be the voice of the voiceless, because it's only you can make a difference. It's only you can make a change. And we are together, we can really make a big difference and transform people's lives. Of course, our mission, as we said, that is capacity building and training doctors across Africa. As I said, our footprint in 50 countries until today, and we are going to increase our scope in each country and also for more countries. So please work with us and always be the advocate for Merck Foundation scholarships, because we want to encourage all young doctors to improve themselves, improve their skills, because this is the only way to transform patient care landscape in our beloved Africa. Thank you very, very much, and I'm looking forward to interact today with you, and we celebrate our ceremony and to celebrate the graduates of Merck Foundation alumni as well as the award winners. Thank you.
On the way to Tanzania today, I thought about the past. First time I came to this really beautiful country in 1999, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. Never forget that, how impressive the country was to me then. And of course, the second memory is driving from Iringa to Dodoma with a car. I had a car there, a private car. It took us nearly a day because there was no tarmac road, and the whole road, really from Iringa till Dodoma, was one building site. But we arrived safely. That's the main thing. So, dear partners, Merck Foundation Tanzania alumni, future healthcare experts, and media award winners and media partners. It is important to mention that we are very proud of meeting Her Excellency the President of Tanzania in 2 days to underscore Merck Foundation's commitment to build healthcare capacity and transform patient care in Tanzania. For us at Merck Foundation, our vision is everybody can lead a healthy and happy life. For 10 years, this has been our mission to build healthcare capacity, transform the patient care landscape, break the infertility stigma, empower women, and support girl education. These are the most important factors we have to do and we want to do. With important partners like Africa's First Ladies and furthermore academia, ministers of health, gender, education, and communication, we can impact the lives of people in the most disadvantaged communities in the whole of Africa. Today is a very special day. For the first time, we are meeting all of you, our Tanzanian Merck Foundation alumni, the doctors who have benefited from our scholarships, and our Merck Foundation Media Award winners. We are looking forward to having a productive meeting and a lot of discussions. As you all may know, we have provided 33 scholarships to young Tanzanian doctors in many specialties like fertility, embryology, oncology, diabetes, critical care, endocrinology, dermatology, cardiology, clinical physiology, and so on, virtually in all aspects of medical education. And of course, women's health also, and some others. I'm sure you agree this is a great achievement in a very short time. We started in 2018 our efforts to advance the health capacity and help to reshape the public health sector of this country. Needless to say, we are looking forward to expand our program of capacity building to more doctors from the public sector in 36 critical and underserved specialties. We will discuss this tomorrow during our meeting with the Minister of Health and the Minister of Community and Gender of Tanzania. Moreover, as you all know, we are very interested in community awareness through our partnership with media societies and the Ministers of Communication, Education and Gender across Africa. In our efforts to create a cultural shift and to be the voice of the voiceless, we have launched Merck Foundation Media, Film, Song and Fashion Awards and health media training across the continent. Today, we are here to celebrate the winners of the 2022 Media Recognition Awards from Tanzania for the Eastern African categories. I'm happy to share with you that we have 8 winners from Tanzania, or a very impressive number. Well done. It's not that easy. Out of the 8 winners, 4 winners are for the Merck Foundation Media Recognition Awards, More Than a Mother, and 4 winners for the Media Foundation Media Recognition Awards, Diabetes and Hypertension. So you see, we cover a whole lot of different areas. In fact, our previous year's winners since 2017 are also joining us today. I'm very proud of all of you, and we are sure that we will celebrate more winners of the 2023 Media Recognition Awards next year. Moreover, I'd like to welcome the media partner for our health media training, which is very important. We at Merck Foundation strongly believe in the critical role that media plays to create a cultural shift and to address all social and health issues in our communities. You are our champions. You can make a change. Be the voice of the voiceless and educate the communities about various social and health issues in Africa, such as supporting girls' education, which is very close to my heart, breaking the infertility stigma, ending child marriage, ending GBV, stopping FGM, and also health issues such as diabetes, hypertension prevention, and to promote a healthy lifestyle. Because if we are honest, we are all leading not such a healthy lifestyle as we could. In 2022, we have conducted our health media training in Tanzania online in partnership with the Tanzanian Media Women's Association. I would like to thank you for the overwhelming response to this program, and I hope you will even benefit from the health media training we will be conducting today. And I'm glad that we can do it now again in person and not all online. The Media Foundation Health Media Training is part of our Merck Foundation More Than a Mother campaign, our signature campaign that aims to empower infertile women through access to information, health, and to change the mindset. Working closely with more than 20 African First Ladies in the past 5 years as ambassadors of Merck Foundation, it is a great strategy to successfully building healthcare capacity, breaking the infertility stigma, and support girls' education across the continent. Dear partners and alumni, Merck Foundation aims to improve the overall health of people by building healthcare capacity across Africa, Asia, and other developing countries. We are strongly committed to transforming the patient care landscape through our scholarship programs. Till today, more than 1,500 scholarships have been provided for young doctors from 50 countries in 36 critical and underserved specialties. Many of them are becoming the first specialist doctors in their countries, because countries such as Liberia, the Gambia, Burundi, Malawi, Sierra Leone, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Guinea, Ethiopia, Congo, Nepal, Bangladesh, and more always were lacking specialized doctors. Therefore, I'm very happy to meet all of you in person to discuss the impact of our programs on the public health sector, and also to discuss your future impact on patients' care in your community in general. I would like to acknowledge your role as health champions in your community and to acknowledge your collaboration with our media recognition winners, who are also Merck Foundation alumni like yourself. Our annual health media training and media recognition awards is helping to sensitize community members and separate myth from facts, hence raise awareness about different social and health issues in scientific and in ethical ways. So, Merck Foundation is committed to improving the lives of people. In this spirit, we will continue our efforts until we will transform the patient landscape and help to create a cultural shift in Africa. We will not stop doing this for the years to come. Thank you very much.
So now, because of course, we are now promoting our hybrid meetings. So people who outside Dar es Salaam, they couldn't come today, so but they're joining us online, and we congratulate them for their awards. Of course, we have graduates of our Merck Foundation alumni, the doctors who graduated from our scholarships. Of course, we have in total 33 scholarships. Some of you still undergoing, some of you joined in March this year, and almost how many graduated?
6.
9 has graduated, and as always we do always, that we give medals and congratulate the graduates and celebrate their success. So we are going to call everyone who's graduated from our scholarships since we started our programs, and we congratulate them.
My name is Dr. Samuel Jacob Imam. I'm a Merck Foundation alumni, graduated in 2018 one-year course program in Southwest UK. Currently working with Jakaya Kikwete Cardiac Institute, which is located at Muhimbili National Hospital Complex. It is the super specialized hospital for treating of cardiovascular disease. I could like to thank Merck Foundation for providing this very unique program to me. Preventive cardiovascular medicine is like a very new program in Tanzania. This recognition is still not well known, but we are starting and we are intending to continue because cardiovascular disease are increasing every day because the modifiable risk factors are increasing at large. So it is the time now to have more knowledge about prevention of cardiovascular disease. And we thank you so much, Merck Foundation, for introducing a very unique program to our country. So since I graduated, what I'm doing now, I'm a master trainer, national master trainer for the prevention of cardiovascular disease. And we, together with the team, we have trained more than 3,000 junior doctors and medical practitioners in the country, all over. But also, I'm just engaging in community education. I'm an educator because most of the time you can see my clips in ITV, Clouds Media, and also you can see my clips in Star TV, just educating people how to get through the modifiable risk factors, which includes healthy lifestyle, stopping smoking, stopping alcohol abuse, and the other stuff, and actually avoiding sedentary life to reduce obesity. When you cut down obesity, 50% reduction of cardiovascular disease. But also, I'm a board member of Tanzania Non-Communicable Disease Alliance, which is the civil society, and also a member of What Foundation. Both of these two civil societies are fighting of non-communicable disease. So non-communicable disease is the agenda, and among the spearheaded doctors, graduates from Merck Foundation to make sure that we get rid of this. So what I can recommend it to Merck Foundation, to my colleague, this program pays. So continue to support it. And those who are starting here, the new student, I can say, just continue. This, it's not sometimes you see the impact today. Prevention of cardiovascular disease, it is not easy that you provide everything, you see the results now. But in the future, our daughter and our sisters in the future, they will see the results if we don't see them right now. I remember South Wales trial on hypertension. There was a follow-up cohort study which involved the people with hypertension and also stopping tobacco. It took so many years to get the results. That's which we are using as a benchmark or landmark trials for prevention of hypertension. So I could like to encourage those beginners that they continue. The program is not simple, it is tough. I think I passed this through. I was counting to the literature reviews and the papers. They're approaching 1,000 reviews, which one, because I still have them in my database. I passed through the trials and also readings, articles, which are approaching like 1,000. So that was a big knowledge to me, which added to what I have. Currently, also I'm a super specialist in cardiology. I'm a cardiologist, by the way. So I just say I'm both preventive and clinical cardiologist. Thank you so much.
My name is Dr. Felix Faustin Mungulu. Currently, I'm working at Muhimbili National Hospital as a physician and an endocrinologist. I've recently completed the course of postgraduate diploma in endocrinology sponsored by the Merck Foundation in the year 2021-2022. Following the course, I've also recently been recruited at Muhimbili National Hospital as a physician and an endocrinologist. The program has enabled me to develop enough skills which are sufficient for me to manage endocrine-related cases at the endocrinology unit, as well as working in a team and share the knowledge I've gathered through the course with my fellow medical colleague at Muhimbili National Hospital, and also teaching junior medical staffs and medical students the endocrine-related cases in our hospital. I would also like to take this very opportunity to put forward my sincere gratitude to the Merck Foundation for granting me this opportunity. Thank you very much, Merck Foundation.
I'm Dr. Nakibunda Jumanne Kiroga. I've recently got this opportunity, a scholarship to pursue a postgraduate diploma in cardiology. So first and foremost, I would like to forward my sincere gratitude to the Merck Foundation. This is an invaluable opportunity to improve my skills, theoretical knowledge, and exposure. So I've been in class for about 3 weeks now, so there's not much I can say. But from what I have grabbed so far is evidence-based medicine, and that is the hallmark of the management of our patients. So we are looking forward to learn from all the classes that we're gonna have and translate this knowledge, the exposure, the skills. We meet in a forum from different experiences, different students, different countries with different experiences. So we're gonna translate this into improving the quality of life of our patients. Thank you very much.
I just want to comment. It's great that you are here today. Please try always to communicate with the graduates, because they went through all what you're studying now. If you find any difficulty or challenge, you have now doctors you meet today, and we have a group on WhatsApp to communicate everything you find difficult and consult them, and they can mentor you nicely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rasha.
So my name is Dr. Raymond Yuki Samuel. I'm working as an anesthesiologist at Muhimbili National Hospital. Just like Naki said, I've just enrolled into the program. I only have 3 weeks, but first I'd like to thank Merck Foundation for the opportunity. It's a very good opportunity. It's only 3 weeks, but it looks tough. I've already gone through more than 50 literatures. it's so good, and the interaction with people from different countries, different universities with different backgrounds and experiences makes it feel so good and welcoming. The facilitators are so welcoming, and there's background staff who are ready to help whenever you have problems or issues. So I would like to thank you all for this opportunity, and looking forward to the greatness.
Thank you very much. So are we going to celebrate you next year, or?
I really,
Yes,
really
great,
looking
yeah,
forward to it.
good.
I would like to extend my appreciation to Senator Dr. Rasha and Professor Dr. Frank. Ma'am, sir, thank you very much for this opportunity. My name is Dr. Nicole Kanyama. I'm a general practitioner, and currently I'm working at emergency medicine in a private hospital. I'm most grateful for Merck Foundation for facilitating me for the program, undertaking critical care as my master's in science. As a beneficiary of this scholarship, Merck Foundation has enabled me to increase my value as an individual and also help me become a pioneer in critical care medicine in Tanzania. As an individual, I have increased my knowledge, my skills, and most importantly, my attitude in how I approach patients while being a doctor, especially as a frontliner in emergency medicine and in the new practice that I am in now in critical care. It has taught me to think globally and beyond the limitations of where I am. It has taught me through evidence to think with, through going through different research papers, to think with evidence-based practice, to practice standard protocols, and also to identify the gap of where I am, and also to address them and know what to do better and at what I'm doing. Finally, I would like to extend my greatest appreciation to both the Merck Foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. One question to you. How many specialists in critical care in Tanzania?
I know, if I'm not wrong, critical care specialists, the first graduation has started in Muhimbili, so we have, I think, 3 graduates. Other critical specialists are usually from outside countries.
Outside countries.
Yes.
So you are number 4.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Dr. Rasha. Thank you, Professor Dr. Frank. My name is Thomas Jackson Kakumbi, an obstetrician gynecologist from Kilimanjaro Christian Medical Center. I'm employed by the government and is stationed there. I work as well as an adjunct lecturer in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. And currently I'm the chair of the Division for Reproductive Endocrinology and Fertility at KCMC. I've just graduated. A Merck Foundation sponsored 10th edition of the master's degree in biotechnology of human-assisted conception and embryology. It was hectic, 2 years training program, but I'm grateful, and it is quite a privilege to be one of the graduates of this very precious course in fertility. The skills and expertise gained throughout the training positions me into the list of embryologists in Tanzania who are working on the front line to fight against this infertility and the stigma. You might be, some of the people might be surprised. I did my M.Med dissertation trying to look on the success rates of fertility treatment, and it's so surprising. Despite the few numbers of embryologists in Tanzania, we still, the few embryologists available have been doing quite a great job. So I'm coming into the academia and the professional pool to increase the expertise and the knowledge. And this wouldn't have been possible if Merck Foundation was not there to sponsor my 2 years training program. Thank you very much, and I welcome all the enrolled and the undergoing to keep it up. It's worth it. Thank you very much.
How many embryologists in Tanzania?
Currently 4, and I'm becoming the 5th.
But from this four, Dr. Nicholas, how many we train? Yes. No. How many Merck Foundation trained? Eight. Yes.
I'm Dr. Christina Valen Malichere. I'm a medical oncologist from MUHAS, Muhimbili University of Health and Allied Sciences. I had this chance of being funded by Merck for fellowship in medical oncology in Tata Memorial Center in India. And this was a privilege to me and to our country, because in our country there are many of the clinical oncologists. When I say clinical oncologists, you have the doctors, the cancer doctors who treat using both radiation and medicine, but mainly they rely on radiation. But when you talk about medical oncologists, you use medicine to treat cancer patients. Yeah. Kapingi umelewa? Okay. So I was the first female medical oncologist, and I don't know if there's any other who is there still now. Yeah, so I work at the Muhimbili University, and I do train undergraduates and postgraduate students in, now I do give lectures in medical oncology for MMed internal medicine, but also clinical oncology students. There's some parts of medical oncology also they need to understand. So in clinical wise, I've been working with Muhimbili National Hospital in the oncology department to see patients, but also in Ocean Road Cancer Institute. But I've also managed, when I came back, there was no a clinic in Mloganzila. You know, Mloganzila, initially it was owned by MUHAS before it was taken by Muhimbili. So I initiated the oncology department there, which is still ongoing till now. And also I went further and started an oncology unit in a private hospital. It's called Rabininsia Hospital. I think many of you know it. Yeah, so I was the first initiating that oncology clinic, which is still ongoing till now. Yeah, and so far what I'm doing now at Tata, I had opportunity of attending a lot of trainings, conferences, workshops, and I happened to visit also to rotate in a department of palliative care. So as one of my colleagues said, Professor Koko, who is here, he said that one day that you can have, a doctor can have all the skills of immunotherapy and be able to treat 95% of your patients. But if you don't have skills of palliative care, you will not be able to manage even 5% of your patient very well. So all doctors, like oncologists, but even other doctors, cardiologists, immunologists, whatever, as long as they see patients with life-threatening illnesses, they need palliative care in them so that they can improve the quality of life of their patients. Yeah, so I am more now on palliative care, and I've been training. I started a basic course on palliative care at MUHAS, which was not there. And so far, we have trained around 114 healthcare workers from different parts of Tanzania, and they go back to their hospitals and manage patients from different areas. Yeah, and another thing that I can say that I'm grateful to Merck, that apart from exposing me to workshop and conferences, but I was exposed a lot in research. And you know, as an academician, you have to have a research part in you. And I'm very much interested in research, especially behavioral research and implementation research. And Merck funded me going to a 6-day, a very intensive cradle, it is called cradle, training in research. That it was like a spark in my career in research-wise. Yeah, so now I have 2 projects that I do as a PI, and I think the future is, there's no limit in the future. Yeah. So thank you so much, Max. Thank you so much for sparking up my life, my academic life, my career life. I think it's all started when I went to TMH. Yeah, that's what I can say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harris. Thank you, Senator Rush. Thank you, Professor Dr. The most difficult name. France. That's easy. Yeah, I must say I must have been privileged, especially coming from a profession that is regarded as a stepchild of neglected tropical disease. Now, when you have other diseases, doctors might be there. When you have got a surgical problem, then there are no surgeons in Africa. I am currently the president of the Tanzania Surgical Association, and our members are hardly 300. So that's very little for a population of 60 million. So that makes it difficult. So you can imagine when you now have an oncology that requires surgery, and that's even more challenging. So I must say that I'm privileged to be the first surgical oncologist in Tanzania. And I understand that 2 more training, unfortunately not through Merck, and I hope we will be discussing with Senator Rush on how to increase the number of surgeons aspiring to become surgical oncologists by easing the way they apply. I went through one of the best hospitals in cancer in the world, that's Tata Memorial Hospital, and I was confused when I was challenged by having to take neurosurgery to everything, 1 month each, and I said that's not going to help me back in Tanzania. So I customized what I wanted to experience at Tata and specialized in GI surgical oncology. And so I got my fellowship in GI surgical oncology. And I must also admit that I learned a lot, more than I had imagined. And it changed my thinking on what surgical oncology was and how it was different from a general surgery that I used to practice. So I hope that my colleagues in surgery will take these opportunities whenever they become available through Merck Foundation to pursue a career in surgical oncology to alleviate most of our oncological problems. Again, as Christina said, palliative care calls for multidisciplinary team approach, and surgical care also requires multidisciplinary team approach. So I'm happy to see my very best anesthesiologist is not looking at me. Raymond, when you want to do a pancreatic cancer surgery, it takes you 8 hours. And with the scarce resources that we have, many anesthesiologists will want to push the patient away. Ray will ask, Akoko, are you sure you want to do it? And I say, yes, we'll do it. And sometimes you have to lie. I'll finish before 6. And you finish somewhere just before midnight. And he will ask every day, how is the patient? How is the patient? You tell the patient went home. And he's happy. Next time he will not ask you again, how long are you taking? We focus on helping the patient. And that's teamwork. So I hope with him joining Merck Foundation, even our teamwork will be much better to save more patients. Otherwise, thank you so much, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Larry. And yes, we are going to develop a process with the Ministry of to make it easier for application, and we will focus on surgical and multidisciplinary oncology and palliative care. But we're making history because you are the first surgical oncology in Tanzania. Dr. Christina was the first medical oncology, female medical oncology in Tanzania. So it's actually a great achievement.
Well, good evening, and I would like to thank Merck Foundation and specifically Dr. Rasha. I don't know if you remember this, but Christina Malichewe, you were at MNH that day? Yes, she's the one who introduced me to you. And we were discussing some issues with her, and she said, yes, she said, Russia is here. Actually, you can come and talk to her. And it was like the best encouragement I got, and she introduced me to you, and the rest is history. So I did my training at Milan Hospital in Bangalore on infertility for clinicians. And since then, of course, I'll try to keep it short. I have improved quite a lot in management of infertility patients because I got a lot of skills there on how to talk to patients, what to examine for, what investigations to do, how to monitor them when you are giving them medications, and a little bit of the laboratory part as well. And from that, of course, I've been improving. When I came back, as you all know, infertility is in its infancy stages in Tanzania, and you don't have quite a lot of people to work with. So I had to start making a team, and I started the infertility clinic at Mloganzila back then, but it was like a one-man show. So I had to start looking for some other people who can come and do some other things. And through Venue and then Merck Foundation, we had one person from Mloganzila doing the laboratory part, Joy Sabuni. And so we also had another person who also benefited from Merck Foundation and who was also part of our team. And apart from doing the fertility clinics, I work in a public hospital. I am a lecturer at the Muhimbili University, but I also see patients at the Muhimbili National Hospital. So as part of giving services to patients, my heart is more to develop this in the public sector. While my friend Nicholas is pushing this agenda on the other side, my heart is still there. So at the moment, when we get patients who need this assisted infertility treatments and we cannot offer them at MNH, we refer them. But I believe, okay, you're standing. I believe we will do more. Yeah, so as I'm very inspired by what Russia is doing to the community, making women more than mothers. And as part of giving back to the community, since 2022, I started giving fertility services in women up country because some of them cannot come to Dar es Salaam. I go there once a month and see them and help them depending on what they are. I'll end here. Thank you.
I must say I'm very privileged to be here today. Thank you, Dr. Rasha. Thank you, Professor Frank. I was one of the first beneficiaries of Merck Foundation More Than a Mother program back in 2017. So I went for the training in Milan, India, and I got a training in reproductive endocrinology and infertility, specifically on the area of clinical embryology. I was successful to the other 3 colleagues who are not here today, but I'm sure they are following it online. So we got this training that was very intensive, and I must say that really changed the scope of fertility practice in Tanzania, because ever since I came back, a couple of things that we have decided to focus on was purely to make sure that we spend more energy in building up a capacity from different levels of our country. So back in 2020, back in 2019 is when we did our first IVF as a group of indigenous Tanzanians. There are some people who have been doing IVF from different centers, but that was the first IVF that was conducted in Tanzania by Tanzanians. So it was a very big achievement, I must say. Since then, we have more than 500 babies that have been born from IVF that has been conducted by us, and we're still counting. Per year, we see up to 10,000 patients of infertility every year, so the numbers keep on growing. One of the things that I must say, I take it as a pride as I speak, is we have decided to build more capacity from different levels of healthcare provision. We have been conducting trainings for clinicians, for people who are working in the laboratory, to make sure that at least they evaluate patients properly, and if they have to undergo treatment, then they should undergo treatment that is really well structured. So in 2020, we conducted a very big training. We invited more than, Belinda, I think you were there.
We invited more than 200 doctors to come for training, and we funded this ourselves from the little that we've been getting as a way of corporate social responsibility from our center. But the other thing, we have been conducting advocacy more. We want people to understand, especially the media people. I've been working with the media in Arusha to make sure that at least you people understand that it takes the whole society to address these issues that are coming with infertility, gender-based violence, intimate partner violence, and so many other things that are coming with infertility. So that one, I must say, we have been very successful in bringing in the efforts from Merck Foundation. I mean, we can all achieve a society that understands what it takes to be a mother or to be more than a mother. But the last thing is, we've been working with the government. Like Belinda said, currently we are working with the National Hospital, Muhimbili National Hospital, to make sure that these services are now available in our country. And Muhimbili have been very, very cooperative in terms of doing this. We wrote a feasibility study for that project of having the National Fertility Center at their hospital. And this is ongoing, and the efforts will not end there. And I must encourage everyone who has been privileged to have an opportunity to be trained by Merck Foundation, let's take a further step and make sure that we reach out to the more community. Thank you, Professor Frank. Thank you, Dr. Rasha, and everyone who is here. Good evening.
I'm so happy that we're making history again by having the first IVF center by Tanzanian in Tanzania, been trained by Merck Foundation. And thank you very much for taking the journey even further. Great.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rashida Yakub. I am working at Muhimbili Mloganzila National Hospital. I'm excited to join postgraduate diploma in obesity and weight management, resuming in September 2023. So I've heard a lot from my pioneers, and I'm excited for this course. And I hope by next year I'll also graduate. Thank you so much. And thank you, Merck Foundation, for this opportunity to sponsor medical doctors in all the specialties. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Enjoy Sabuni. I work at Muhimbili National Hospital, Mloganzila. I'm one of the beneficiaries of Merck Foundation, More Than a Mother. I was lucky to study at India in Kabasutra University. And I went through embryology in 3 months' time. And it was really an interesting course. And currently, we've not started the embryology clinic at Muhimbili National Hospital. As they've said, they are planning to start one. And I believe I'll be able to work there. I am looking forward for that, eagerly waiting for that. But as for the time, we are encouraging the society to do away with the fertility stigma, that they can still get children, they can still be mothers. So thank you so much for Merck Foundation as a mother, More Than a Mother. Thank you so much, Dr. Rasha. It's my first time seeing you around in person. And thank you so much, Professor Frank. And we are looking forward to meet you more. Thank you so much for the medals. We are encouraged. Thank you, everybody around.
Thank you.